But of course, the reality was the attack would come somewhere else. In fact, we would choose the distance of France that was greatest from the English Channel. We would choose the beaches of Normandy. In fact, there would be 5 specific beaches that would all have code names, now made famous, of course, by the D-Day assault. Names like Gold Beach, or Juno, or Sword, or Utah, and Omaha. The invasion, which would be the largest amphibious assault in world history, actually had 3 different phases. The first phase being a massive dropping of paratroopers to actually help secure various bridges, to actually cause various chaos behind the German enemy lines. The second phase, would be a massive bombing campaign followed up by an enormous flotilla of battleships and other warcraft that would bombard the coast and the defenses of the Germans. This, of course, would be followed by the final phase, which would be the actual amphibious invasion of United States, Canadian, and British troops, as well as several other nations who would all lend their support to taking these 5 beaches. Eisenhower, of course, the leader of all of this, issued a great memo to all of the troops of the American Army before this happened. He wrote this: "You are about to embark upon the Great Crusade, toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. In company with our brave allies and brothers in arms on other fronts, you will bring about the destruction of the German war machine, the elimination of Nazi tyranny over the oppressed peoples of Europe, and security for ourselves in a free world. Your task will not be an easy one. Your enemy is well-trained, well-equipped, and battle-hardened. He will fight savagely." But this is the year 1944. Much has happened since the Nazi triumphs of 1940 and 41. The United Nations have inflicted upon the Germans great defeats in open battle, man-to-man. Our air offensive has seriously reduced their strength in the air and their capacity to wage war on the ground. Our home fronts have given us an overwhelming superiority in weapons and munitions of war and placed at our disposal great reserves of trained fighting men. The tide has turned. The free men of the world are marching together to victory. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon the great and noble undertaking. This, in other words, was the key to the war. This was something that Eisenhower knew would be extremely difficult, but he also believed was entirely possible.